And today let us go to the next topic of 9th standard syllabus in medieval India and political transition, that is Khilji dynasty. Khilji dynasty from 1290 to 1320 CE. So we will come across the important points in this session about Khilji dynasty. In that, one of the most powerful ruler who was Alauddin Khilji, the administrative reforms and the military reforms and the market reforms. Then next comes the Tughlaq dynasty from 1320 to 1399 CE. Here comes the most powerful ruler, that is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. His administrative reforms, revenue reforms, Deccan policy, and also shifting of his capital and experiment of symbolic coins, and also later Tughlaqs. We are going to study about the detailed history of, that is Khilji dynasty, and as well as the Tughlaq dynasty in this session, by showing the important pictures and having important points in this session. Dear students, Khilji dynasty. Jalaluddin established the Khilji dynasty. He was a man of mercy and soft-spoken. As a result, his Sardars, lieutenants, became strong and plotted to kill him. Later, Alauddin killed him and became the Sultan of Delhi. Alauddin Khilji, he grew up under the protection of Jalaluddin during his childhood days. He was a good warrior and served as a governor and also as a military general. As a military general, he invaded Malwa, Bilwa and Devagiri and plundered a lot of wealth. He killed his guide and mentor Jalaluddin. Thus, by treading the path of murder and plunder, Alauddin became the Sultan of Delhi. Alauddin thwarted the attack of Mongolians. He defeated the Rajput king Karnadeva II of Waghela dynasty. Hamira Deva of Ranatambor and Bhim Singh of Chittor. Apart from this, he conquered Malwa, Jalore, Bundi, Mandor and Tom. The honor of successful completion of southern India invasion goes to his general Malik Kafur. During his time, he invaded Devagiri, Warangal, Dwarasamudra and Madurai and became responsible for their destruction. He did not integrate the conquered states into his state but simply plundered them. After him, his third son Qutbuddin Mubarak ruled for 4 years and was murdered by his soldier Khusro. Later, Ghazi Malik Ghiazuddin Tughlaq murdered Khusro and established Tughlaq dynasty. The administrative reforms. Alauddin Khilji implemented various reforms in the administration. He abolished religious endowments, inams, gift, lands and subsidy. An efficient intelligence network was established by him. He prohibited alcohol, drugs and dice games. Economic reforms, that is, he banned association formation among his Sardars, lieutenants, their socialization with general public and marriage among the elite class of people. During his time, the farmers with minor landholdings and also the big landlords had to pay taxes. He appointed revenue officials to collect the fixed taxes from the farmers. The military reforms. The task of recruiting, training of soldiers and the supply of arms and horses were entrusted to the defense minister. The salary of the soldier was disbursed on the last day of the month in the form of cash. The individual records of soldiers were created based on their physical features. A system of records named as Huliya was brought into effect for this purpose. A system of records named Huliya was brought into effect for this purpose. The process of stamping the horses, called as Dag, came into effect. If any soldier had any grouses with his salary on entitlements, he could have directly complained to the Sultan himself. Market reforms. The reforms in the market that were implemented by Alauddin Khilji have ensured him a special place in the history. He created a system wherein the common people had access to pulses, cereals, cereals, cooking oil, sugar, salt and fuel at fair prices. Similarly, established markets to sell horses and slaves. He appointed higher officials named Sahane Mandi to regulate the markets. Severe punishments were accorded to cheaters. Now let us go to the Tughlaq dynasty. 1320 to 1399 CE. Tughlaq dynasty was founded by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Ghiyasuddin maintained peace and order in Delhi by implementing liberal administration policies. He strengthened the border to prevent Mongol invasions. He built irrigation canals for the benefit of the farmers and lowered the taxes. He established a postal system consisting of horsemen and runners. He built Tughlaqabad fort near Delhi. He conquered Madurai and Warangal and maintained law and order in Gujarat and Bengal. The other important rulers of this dynasty are Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firoz Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he was a scholar of Persian and Arabian languages. He was an expert in mathematics, physics, medicine, Persian poetry, astronomy and other subjects. Though he was a man of knowledge, he had a few abnormalities in his personality. He was thinking ahead of his time. Often centuries ahead, but his officials neither had the integrity nor the maturity to implement his plans. Let me know you what is the meaning of taxes here. Kharaj means land tax on non-Muslims. Ushra, agricultural tax on Muslims. Zakat, property tax on Muslim subjects. And Jizya, religious tax on Hindus. The administrative reforms, let us go. The administrative reforms, in that revenue reforms. And official record that had all the details of lands of the empire was implemented by him. He established Department of Agriculture. The uncultivated lands were made cultivable. Various schemes were implemented to provide financial assistance to the farmers. But the farmers of Doab had to pay higher and higher land taxes during this time. Next comes the shifting of his capital. Muhammad bin Tughlaq shifted his capital from Delhi to Devagiri in central India. There are two main reasons behind this move: to establish the capital city at the center of the vast empire and to protect the capital city from foreign invasions. Though the plan was good, proper precautions were not taken to implement this. As a result, innumerable common people suffered severely. Next is experiment of symbolic coins. The value of the currency was made adjusted to the value of gold and silver coins in circulation of his time. He bought gold coin named dinar and silver coin named adli into circulation. The coins were aesthetically designed. After a few years, the copper and brass coins were also brought into circulation symbolically. Then, minting coins was not vested with the government alone. Families who had traditional rights to mint coins were also there. The coins were minted more than the required number without the permission of the Sultan. This resulted in chaos. The state treasury became empty due to costly administrative experiments, severe drought, the shifting of the capital city, the process of relocating the capital back, and the other measures. Next comes the Deccan policy. Muhammad bin Tughlaq implemented his administration in the areas conquered by him in Deccan. He had conquered Warangal, the capital of Kakatiyas. He also destroyed the Dwarasamudra, the capital of Hoysalas, Madurai of the South India, and conquered, and Jalaluddin Hasan Shah was named as the governor. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the first Delhi Sultan to establish vast empire in India. Muhammad bin Tughlaq organized a big army. There were 27 rebellions in South India during his last 11 years of rule. These rebellions led to the rise of Vijaypura and Bahmani kingdoms. Later Tughlaqs, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, who ascended the throne after Muhammad bin Tughlaq, implemented numerous people-friendly programs. He waived off Takkavi loans for the benefit of his subjects. He paid compensation to the victim of Muhammad bin Tughlaq's invasions. The private mines used to be taxed and also taxes were collected. For providing irrigation facility, he abolished around 20 different taxes along with these two. He built many cities, mosques, madrasas, dams and irrigation canals. Jaunpur, Fatehabad, Hisar, Firozabad were the few important cities built by him. Jaunpur was a famous learning center. Then dharmashalas were built for the benefit of travelers. Dear students, we have learned or come across the important topics regarding the Khilji dynasty as well as the Tughlaq dynasty, about Alauddin Khilji administrative reforms and the military reforms and the market reforms. And in Tughlaq dynasty, we have come across Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the administrative reforms, about the Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the administrative reforms, revenue reforms, shifting of his capital, and then experiment of symbolic coins, Deccan policy, and later Tughlaqs. Thank you for watching this video. Let us discuss about the Sayyid dynasty and also the Lodi dynasty in the next class tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video.